Now, even though this video is about depression, I'm going to give you tips that you can personally do yourself to help you to heal your depression, to decrease some of the intensity of it, maybe, to decrease some of the procrastination, maybe, that's going along with your depression. We need to really understand that every mental health issue, there's thousands of tools that we have as counselors that can help us to manage it, to deal with it. Now, in some cases, people have completely eradicated it and they've gone on the rest of their life with never a depressive episode. Many of the clients that I've worked with have decreased dramatically by 85% the negative effect of depression in their life. And it'll get triggered every once in a while, but once it's triggered, they know what they can do to minimize the negative effects of depression. So, number one is going to be the first thing in the morning. What do you feed your brain? I'm going to recommend some things that some people really, I believe in what I'm going to recommend 100%, or I wouldn't, right? But the very first thing in the morning, I would go to YouTube and I would look for frequency music for depression, frequency music to lift your mood. And the minute you get up, I'd be putting this on in the background. Lay in bed for 10 minutes. Listen to the beautiful melodic music that has been scientifically designed to help lift your mood. There's not a better way I can think of to start your day than lying in bed with this music on that's called Frequencies at YouTube. Frequency music for depression or to lift your attitude, whatever it might be. So that's number one, right? We've got to look at that as a powerful way to start your day. Now, number two is actually going to be very, very similar, and that is to listen and to follow a meditation video on YouTube. So you start out with 10 minutes of the frequency healing and then you go into meditation. Now you can just listen to monks chanting the Om chant. You can join them. You can look for other types of meditation. If you don't like monks chanting, there's all kinds of meditation programs on there that you can listen to. Take 10 minutes for the frequency music, 10 minutes for the meditation, and you are already on your way. You really truly are. Now, the next step you have to be a little careful with, and this is amino acid supplementation. If you're on antidepressants, always check with your doctor first to make sure what I'm going to recommend that works for millions of my clients over the past 45 years is okay to take with your antidepressant. We utilize tyrosine, which is an amino acid boosting dopamine in the brain. Also DLPA, another amino acid boosting dopamine in the brain. There's probably about 30 different types of mood boosting or dopamine enhancing supplements that we recommend. And that's another way that we start to take control. Do you notice something here? Most people think when they have depression that they don't have any control. It's whatever the medication does or doesn't do. If the medication works, great. If the medication doesn't work, I don't have much I can do. And that's not true. There are so many cool tips and tools. The other thing is 20 minutes in the sun if possible. There are the light boxes, right? I remember, oh God, when I was on Westwood One Radio, we had a huge following in Seattle, Washington, and we had a lot of people out there with SAD, seasonal affective disorder, and I grew up in Syracuse, New York, very similar, lots of cloud, not a lot of sun. And there's the seasonal affective disorder light boxes that can help lift depression. So if you're you're in a job where you never get any sun, or you're in a part of the world where there isn't much sun, oh my God, consider one of these light boxes. They can totally lift your mood. 15, 20 minutes a day in the morning just sitting there is phenomenal. Removing alcohol. I know this was a big one. At the very least, titrating down. I can help you do that, for God's sake. But when you have depression and you're drinking, which a lot of people do, I did when I was an alcoholic, and this is going back a long time ago, but I was masking my depression with alcohol because when I was drinking, I didn't feel depressed. And then, of course, the next day it comes back. I drink again and I wouldn't feel depressed. But we got to get rid of the alcohol or dramatically decrease it. Okay? And then the last is exercise. Listen, in 10 or 6 10-minute walks, that's an hour walk a day. You don't have to walk for an hour to get benefits with the brain. Walk for 10 minutes, 6 times. Out from your desk, 5 minutes, back to your desk, 5 minutes. Out from your front door for 5 minutes, back from your front door. Listen, I'm so excited to give you these tips. You know why? Because I have to use these every day to stay on track. I still manage my own depression. I do great with it. I do everything I tell you right here on this video, plus a ton more. But these steps are in your control, and you can start to see changes in a short period of time if you do what I recommend regularly. And if you need help with me, my website is talkdavid.com. I love to help people shatter through any mental health challenge, depression, anxiety, rumination, procrastination, addiction, you name it. So let's really work on this, okay? 5 free books also at the website. And remember this is the Mental Cleanse with David Essel. When you cleanse your mind by feeding it good antidepressive food that I recommended here, you will change your life. Have a beautiful day.